How's it going, everyone? ECA here, and today we're going to talk about data logging with SCT's LiveLink software. We're going to download the program, we'll go out to the car, I'll show you how to make a config file with PIDs, and we'll actually do some data logging. Make sure you stay tuned, never know what might happen. So I'm going to move through this first part pretty quickly just because I don't think this is the part people have a problem with. I think getting the PID list set up on their car is the issue people are really having. So first things first, we're going to make sure we're on a Windows computer. We're going to go onto our internet browser. We're going to go to sctflash.com. Link will be in the description. And we're going to download the LiveLink software. So we'll go to support. We'll scroll down to our device, which is going to be an X3 today. Once you select the device, you can scroll down a little further and you'll see where you can download the LiveLink software from this page. Download the software. Get it installed on your computer. Once it's installed, make sure it's running correctly, and then we're going to go out to the car with our tuner and our USB cable, and I'm going to show you how to set up a PID list for the first time and then how to save those PIDs into a config file so you don't have to do it every single time. Once we do that, we'll go on a little drive and we'll actually do some data logging. So we're out here in the car now. We've got the tuner plugged into our computer with our USB cable, and the cable out of the tuner is coming over to our OBD port, and we're going to plug that into our OBD2 port. So that's simple enough. It's the same thing you did when you tuned the car as far as plugging the OBD2 port in. If you just tuned your car, you need to go ahead and unplug your tuner and let it turn off and then plug it back in. If you don't let it reboot, you run into issues sometimes. So we're going to go over here with the car running, by the way, and we're going to go to I want to data log a vehicle. Click on that. You're going to click next. It's going to ask you or tell you to connect to the OBD2 port, stuff like that. Start the engine, all these things we've already done. Now this page says check communications over here. That's a box you can click. Go ahead and click check communications, and now what's happening is the computer is trying to talk to your device, and the device is trying to talk to the car and say, okay, yeah, everyone's talking here. So as you can see, our computer sees our device and it sees that we're connected to the car. So now we're going to click on vehicle info. It says okay. We're going to say validate all items for this. If you've done this before, it may be on a different selection, but you want to click validate all items on this box, and then we're going to say select items. Alright, so where we're at right now is the tuner is validating PIDs with the ECU. So while this is going on, it could take a minute or two. I'm going to talk about all those guys who are tuned by More Power Tuning, because I know there's a lot of them. So if you're tuned by More Power Tuning, you can just go ahead and download a config file. That's what we're about to do. We're about to make a config file by selecting PIDs. So if you're tuned by More Power Tuning, you can jump over to the More Power Tuning website. I'll put this link in the description, but you should have received it somewhere in the information whenever you bought your tune. So from here, we'll scroll down and you can just go ahead and click this link and download a config file if you're a More Power Tuning user. The other reason I wanted to come to this page is to touch on this page. This page has a ton of great information for SCT users in general, not just More Power Tuning users. If you've got questions about how to data log, there's a good chance your answers are going to be on this page. I will also put this link in the description. We're going to jump back to the car now. We've driven out to Mexico overnight. We're going to get some data logging done and see what trouble we can get into. Alright, so once the computer has gone through all the available PIDs, you'll come to a list like this. Your tuner will tell you which PIDs to select, and you're going to select those PIDs, and once you do that, you'll come over here and you'll click on the Configure Data Log button. So you'll click Configure Data Log. It'll ask you rapid or non-rapid packets mode. I always try to go rapid packets. If your computer won't allow you to, then go to non-rapid packets if you run into issues, but we're going to try rapid packets mode. And once we're here, we're going to go to Save Config, alright? So what we're doing right now, you can put a description if you want, I don't. But what you're doing right now is you're saving all of those PIDs to a list so you don't have to go in and select them every time. So next time we go in and data log our car, we can just select the config file instead of selecting each individual PID. All right, so you'll save your config, make sure you name it, make sure you put it in a place you can find it. Right, so you'll save config. I'm not going to save it for this, but you'll save the config. And now I'm going to back out. Okay, I'm going to go back to guide me to the very first page. So I've paused here for just a second to go back to the home screen and show you guys how to do this whenever you first start up LiveLink. So if you just open LiveLink, this is the page you'd be on. And now we're going to go through and I'll show you how to use those config files you either downloaded or just made, and we'll go do some data logging. So now that you have a config file, if you're an MPT user and already had a config file, this is where you're starting from. So you're going to go, I want to data log a vehicle. You're going to say, yep, connected to SCT device. Yep, it's connected to my car. Yep, the car's running. All right, check communication. It's going to check communication. All right, now you're going to go to load config up here at the top, not vehicle info. You're going to go to load config. And it probably won't ask you this. It's asking if we want to merge files, but we don't want to do that. So we're going to go load config, and you're going to choose whatever you named your config file. Okay? Now, once you do that, it'll bring you to this page. This is your data logging page. From here, you will do all your data logging. It's as simple as hitting the little green button up here, and your data log will fire off. All right, you shouldn't have any issues. We're going to go ahead and fire off the data log. So as I was saying, you should be able to hit that little green button and their data log will fire right off. Now, every now and then, the computer, or the program rather, will crash out. It happens. I like to say it doesn't happen very often, but if you were watching just a second ago, that's exactly what happened. I had to close the program, I started it back up, didn't even turn the car off, did everything we had done before, and bang, here I am doing a data log. I can't really tell you why the program crashes. It's just something that happens every now and then, and it's one of those things you deal with. But we're off in data logging. There's really no big secret to it further than what you've seen. And hopefully you guys can watch this video, get rid of some questions you had, get out there, get your cars tuned right, and drag some ass. I think I might have to drag this motorcycle's ass real quick. We'll see. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for us today. A few things I didn't touch on were things like how important it is to keep files nice and organized, and how important it is to take notes. If you take a bunch of data logs and get them mixed up, or you take a bunch of data logs and don't take any notes on them, then you can't tell your tuner the issues you had in those data logs. It's all a big waste of time. The other thing I wanted to say was go down there to the bottom, hit the subscribe button, leave me some comments, let me know what you thought of the video. No, the editing's probably not the best. I make no claims of being a professional, but see what we can do in the future, give me some ideas, and hope to see you at the next one.